All right, hello, welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh video. All right, so this one pretty self-explanatory, as you can already read from the titles. This is the pretty much the whole breakdown of the tournament that happened. I believe it was a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, over at Collectible Exchange for the GOAT PS5 tournament. So that's what we're going to be going over with this video. But first, I want to go ahead and go over a couple announcemements. So as you can see here, we do have a double point event happening over at Collectible Exchange actually today, because this video is going up today. And yeah, I totally kind of forgot about that. I thought today was Friday. Oh, let's see. So yeah, we do have a double point event happening over at Collectible Exchange today. It is for Hamster Mat. If you play Edison, this is for Edison format, of course, though. And you know, this is part of the season that we have going on between Collectible Exchange and Gameology. Information for that is over here on the right hand side of your screen. Go ahead and scan those QR codes to go ahead and get any additional information. And then also, we do have the GOAT Grand Prix coming up in July. All right, and that is July 13th of this year. It is happening at Collectible Exchange. I do recommend you guys go ahead and RSVP with Collectible Exchange on Instagram or Facebook, or in store if you live local enough, because we do expect this event to go ahead and sell out. So it's better to go ahead and get in early now than possibly be waiting last minute and you show up to the event and you're like, oh, I'll show up because it's not going to be full, and then they're going to turn you away because they're going to be like, yeah, the event is full. So you're gonna have to wait and see if maybe someone doesn't show up. So save yourself that trouble. Go ahead and pre-register. There are additional invites for the GOAT Format World Championship for every 32 players that are in attendance. Also, first place is walking away with the CP Book of Moon, and then second place is walking away with the CP Magician of Faith. Third is a TP Breaker, and fourth is an Ultimate Rare Tsukiyomi. Also, if you make top 8, you will be getting an exclusive mat from Yugioh materials for the event. So, you know, if anyone has seen the Arbet mats, it's going to be something like those. Not exactly, but the fact that those are exclusive to that event, and that's the only way you're going to get them. So, if you love GOAT and you want a super dope mat, because if you've seen Yugioh mats, they're honestly like fantastic. They're wonderful material. I have one of my own. And yeah, they're absolutely fantastic. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of this video. So over here we do see that there is oh man, GOAT format is it's something else. So as y'all can see, we have 12 Chaos Turbos, 12 Warriors, 10 GOAT control decks, 2 Pac-Man, which is actually kind of surprising in all honesty. I expected that to be 1 if not none, but there was 2. We had 2 zombies, 2 Earth Aggros, and then 1 Skill Drain Beat, 1 Relinquish, 1 Panda Burn, 1 Dimension Fusion Turbo, 1 Gear Free Control, 1 Blue Eyes Turbo. That one was always interesting to watch. 1 Bazoo, 1 Goat Burn, and 1 Monarchs. There was 49 people in attendance, which was actually kind of shocking. If you watched any of my other videos about the event, I was very surprised that we reached that many. I was not expecting us to get that many GOAT players, in all honesty. So with that surprise, that is also why I'm saying that, like, it's probably better to go ahead and pre-register for the GOAT Grand Prix, because yeah, it's probably gonna cap out. So I was helping to judge the event. The event was actually pretty smooth. There wasn't too many issues. Like, we were in and out in like no time, outside of like one small hiccup where we took a break, and it unfortunately went a little bit longer than it probably should have. But outside of that, the event was good. Everyone there was pretty happy. I mean, there's not too many GOAT events happening where you're actually going to be able to win some prizing in SoCal right now. So this is probably like one of the biggest ones in a while, I would say. So yeah, everyone was pretty happy, and the event ran very smooth. We are kind of planning to do some more. I'm at least going to try and push for at least 2 more big goat events outside of the Goat Grand Prix one to happen this year, and we're going to go ahead and hope for the best there. So let's go ahead and hop into top 8. But before we go ahead and hop into top 8, we're going to just go over the breakdown of top 8. Okay, let me go ahead and just pull this up on my phone. So in top 8, we had 5 warriors. All right, 1 goat control, 1 chaos turbo, and 1 earth aggro deck. So before we go ahead and jump in, I just want to go ahead and ask, what do y'all think down in the comments below? 1-1. All right, so let's go ahead and switch it on over to the deck profiles. So here, I believe we have, actually, let me go ahead and pull it up. I forget whose this is, but it is Warriors. Sorry. Honestly, I thought Dueling Book would show me the names of these from the deck lists that I made for these, but I guess not. So let's see. Constructor. Okay, so this is... Oh no, it's not his. Whose deck is this? Yeah, because it's not his. Oh, okay. So this is Ollie's warrior deck list. And honestly, there's not really much to say. I mean, most of these decks all kind of like look the same. However, the triple dust tornado in the main is probably like one of the things that's very that stands out to me. In all honesty, most of the lists I think I've seen were running 1 or 2 in the main, and the other ones on the side. So him main decking all 3. It's pretty good, and pretty nice. And then I guess on the side is the widespread run. This is actually something I've been seeing a lot more in, like, I guess you could say more goat lists, which is actually kind of neat. And then we also have the Mystic Walk. This is pretty much like standard for like any tournament nowadays, just because NMS procedures, if anyone doesn't know, we do follow the end of the current phase, so having a Mystic Walk to just go ahead and tribute something to go ahead and gain some life points is very, very key. All right, so we're gonna move on into the next deck list. This one, I believe, is... Oh, it's actually not his. Okay, so this one is Yugioh. All right, as you can see, here we go. So this one is actually running the 1 dose tornado and also change it up a bit with the Xingzhen Who's in the side. Also with the Apprentice Magician in Warriors, it's a little... I mean, it's cool. It gets you a way to get the faith and like get some light and dark, get some darks or not darks, but lights in like on the field and then in the graveyard, just to be able to recur your like power spells. He's playing the mind control in the main, triple Saku instead of the 2, and the old vindictive. And actually there's a Borgs on the side. I know some warrior lists have been playing like what, 1 of these or 2 of these in the main. So seeing these on the side is actually kind of notable. And I guess the triple chaos orc on the side is also kind of notable. But I mean, outside of that, like the additional Saku and like the 1 dust tornado, like this list is like pretty much almost identical to the last one. We're gonna go on to the next one. So this one is Justin's. I don't even have to look to see whose this is because I see the card destruction and the jars. And so this is Justin's. I guess this is just like warrior. It's just like warriors, but with like a lot of tech. So we got the card destruction, we got the 2 jars, we got the Sangan, we got the Tsukiyomi in the main. We are still running the triple solemn, and we're also running double book. However, in the side, we do have the prohibition, which is actually, I think, pretty smart. I actually like prohibition, as long as you have a good understanding of like the format, like playing Prohibition is just very, very beneficial, and it could just win you games like on the spot. We are running one Master Restrict, and we are running, let's see, double Tusk. We have the Torrential on the side, and then triple Decree with a Jinzo, and then the double Kinetic Soldier. So just a lot of warrior hate. So let's see, we got warrior hate. We also have goat hate right here. You just go ahead and activate Master Restrict, and goat control players just cry a little bit, and then just a bunch of warrior hate. This is like kind of universal, and yeah. All right, we're gonna go on to the next list. I believe this one is. Okay, so this one is Min's. All right, Min is a top tier duelist. All right, I'm just gonna be honest. He plays Edison mostly, and he almost always tops all of the events at our Edison events. So seeing him top a goat event is also pretty spot on. And once again, just another warrior list. We do have the one Zing Zinku in the main. Years ago is the double Saku, the one Book of Moon, and that's really it for like any of the attack. And then I guess on the side, see, here we go with the double Dust in the back row, in the side. We also have the double Smashing around to go ahead and just deal with anything problematic. And we also have the Cliff to go ahead and clear out the back row, especially like if your opponent's going and playing the Royal Decree, which you're almost always going to expect to come in the second you see all these warriors. You just go ahead and summon this out, go ahead and deal some direct damage, and then go ahead and pop it and move on with your life. But outside of that, that's really it. There's nothing special about it. And going on to, I believe this is Renee's list. All right, he is playing the goat control, and yeah, I mean it's goat control. He is playing the creature swaps in the main, which I mean, I don't play goat too much, but I don't know if that is something that is pretty standard now. But most of the time I thought I saw these on the side or just not being played at all. So the creature swaps actually won him a couple games from what I saw, and just got him into like really advantageous positions. It was just unfortunate. I think one of them on camera, I believe, is in top 8. He creature swapped, and then his opponent just had the Snatch Steal in hand. Had his opponent not had Snatch Steal in hand, he pretty much won the game because he swapped over. I think it was he summoned out Tsukiyomi, creature swap, took the BLS, and then Tsukiyomi went back to Renee's hand, and yeah, his opponent was just like Snatch Steal and then swung in for game. So like, had he not have had the Snatch Steal, that game was gonna be I think it was game 3 too. So yeah, let's see. Outside of that, I mean, we got the Giant Trunade, we have a Lightning Vortex, and one Decree. Okay. All right, moving on to the next deck list. Here we go with the Chaos Turbo. Let's see. I think this is Robert's list. I don't see anything really like notable in this list outside of like the triple Dust Shoot. This is just like copy pasta, like generic, good deck. So like, not really much else to say. And then moving on to the two people that were in the finals, we do have, I believe this is Lawrence's list. Yes, this should be Lawrence's list of warriors. As you can see here, we got the Widespread Ruin in the main, and that's really all like the difference, I would say. And then coming on the side is actually, we kind of see some like some neat stuff. We do have the Cliff. We also have the Amazon as Archer. I assume this is possibly for like going into end game, where you just like maybe you just have a monster on board already, and then you could just go ahead and like summon Amazon as Archer, tribute the monster and herself, and then go ahead and get the 1200 for game if you're going into time. That's kind of really it. We do have the swords. The swords actually came up for him a lot. It felt like a lot. And then he also has the Zing Zang Hu in the side. But But yeah, no. I mean, his list is kind of generic. I decided a couple texts. I really like the Amazon Archer, if that's how it works. That's what he's going for. But yeah, but let's go ahead and go into the winning deck list. All right, if you got it right, congratulations. Y'all are big brain as shit. But yeah, I mean, we had Earth Beat or Earth Aggro go ahead and win the entire event. So he had a pretty solid run. He took out quite a few people that were like very much favored to win. And yeah, I mean, running the brain controls, I think he's one of like the few people that was like actually maining brain control. Man, I mean, outside of the brain control, that kind of just looks like about it for like any of the spicy attack. I mean, triple dust radio in the main, pretty useful. Gotta use it to go ahead and clear out the back row so that we can at least get in for your 2300 beaters. We also are running the cold wave. Gotta run the triple Wanghu, just go ahead and just shut off all goat control players, and then double smashing with Sakaretsu's. Pretty neat. Earth aggro for the win. We love our Earth decks. I mean, I am a Ancient Gear fan myself and their Earth, so I love myself some Earth. And yeah, that's really it. The event was honestly fantastic. Shout outs to everyone that showed up. Don't forget, we will be trying to host more Go tournaments in the future. And yeah, don't forget to sign up for the Go Grand Prix. Please go ahead and message Collectible Exchange on Instagram or Facebook, or just go ahead and walk into the store if you're local. And yeah, have a good one. And Edison videos coming out soon. Deuces.